Oi, the struggle of immigrants' children in the diaspora needs to be studied. Now, I have met really poor white people, like white people that are actually struggling, bro. And I have met like white people that have crazy struggle that I can never even think of, bro, living in Australia. You understand? So, struggle is just across the board. But in this video, I just wanted to discuss the struggle of immigrants, kids, youth. In Australia, man, in the last couple of years, from a Sudanese background, South Sudanese, I have to say, the newest country now. My parents are both South Sudanese, but I was born in Kenya, raised in Australia. So I've been here for damn near 20 years. In Kenya, life was beautiful, bro. You might think, why did you even leave there? Like, I don't know. But that's not what we're discussing here. The struggle in Australia is so serious, bro. Like, we're being raised by parents who never had shit. So they have a crazy drive, bro. They push you the hardest because they just never had anything ever. They also have to take care of damn near whole villages back home while they're trying to take care of like 10 plus kids. We're also being raised by people with like PTSDs and all sorts of mental health that they don't even recognize our problems. They don't even think that they are problems. People who ran away from war, people that were most likely, and 80% of them, I would even go as far as to claim, were child soldiers or witnessed some form of atrocities, genocides, and ethnic, what is that word? Ethnic cleansing. When you think about it, bro, like the pressure some of these like immigrant parents put on their kids is crazy. It's crazy. And when I'm not comparing like the struggles with some of the Aussies, the white Anglo-Saxons, but across the board for all immigrants in Australia, it's very serious, bro. Like this is real life as it gets. And you could say, bro, they get this and they get that and they flew here and all this racist stuff, bro. I don't care about none of that, bro. Most of the most racist people I met are immigrants themselves. I had this Filipino lady. I'm just walking, bro, with my siblings. They're playing over there at the park, and she goes and she's like a carer for some white guy. I had no issue with this guy. He's my neighbor, bro. I see him, I say hello. And I'm just walking, and she goes inside and goes, "Oh, he's staking your house out. He's staring at your house." The old man storms out like, "What the fuck is you doing, man? Fuck do you think you're fucking doing, you fucking dog?" Hey, I'm just like, bro, what's happening here? He said, bro, mate, I think you're a bit delusional. Calm down. You see what I mean, bro? A lot of these immigrants, they come from homes that are just like dysfunctional, but in a quiet way. It's a quiet dysfunctional that is not like known. It's not like something that it's just quiet dysfunctional to do with the mind. A lot of the experiences have eroded the minds, and it's no fault of their own. It's the experiences of displacement, being chased from your own country, feeling lesser. So the little story I was telling you is I've realized that many people from different countries, like the Lebanese or like a lot of Arabs, they'll put down other races for their own amusement, bro. The most supportive people in this country in Australia are the indigenous, bro. The indigenous rock with the Africans hard, bro. Hard, bro. And the islanders too. I fuck with islanders, dog. But the other immigrants put themselves down, bro. And it's through hardship, it's through this competitive mindset. The Africans and the Indians in Australia are the most competitive, bro. They neglect their kids too, bro, while competing with each other. Who has the biggest 4x4 car? Who has the biggest SUV? Who has the biggest house? And slowly and quietly, their kids, they don't have identities. They can't be accepted by the Anglo-Australian, and they can't be accepted by the people back home or people in their culture of their own cultures. Bro, the struggle of immigrants would one day be discussed. I'm not some crazy madman. I've seen throughout the last years of like in the Sudanese community, people just unaliving themselves, bro. Like youth in Australia too. You would think these kids have it nicely, bro. What are you talking about? I don't know what year it was, but like there was like a huge number of Sudanese kids just unaliving themselves, bro. Some going to jail, some having beef among themselves and killing one another. You know my biggest fear, bro? I'm not gonna ever die at the hand of some white guy or some islander or some Polynesian kid or some fucking Lebanese or some fucking Albanian. No, bro. I would die most likely at the hands of my own race. Because some kid, his dad didn't pay attention to him or some shit, and he came from a dysfunctional home, and then he'll see me as the op or whatever. Something a little bit I do upsets him, or he wants something from me, and he will most likely kill me. That's not an exaggeration. That's not a stereotype. It's just the God honest truth. The struggle of immigrants, bro, is to do with like where our parents came from, and they never had to reflect on anything or contemplate anything. They're always just on survival mode, on go, all the time. I don't want to make this long, bro, longer than it should be. But as an immigrant kid, you understand what I'm talking about, bro. You understand the pressure I'm talking about that's on your neck. You understand, like, bro. There was a kid I met, man. Like this guy was driven, bro. He had everything. He's all those people that believe you should pull yourself by the bootstrap type of people, right? Okay. Get this. He was studying to be a lawyer, and at the same time, he was working. I can't speak in Melbourne CBD at one of the best bank branches in Australia. I don't bank with them, but I would bank with them any day by the drop of a hat. Anyway, through pressures or whatever it is. I don't know what it was, bro. But the guy looked like he had something beautiful for him going on for a minute. And just one day he went and made a bad decision. And I used to tell people that bad decision came from the fact that I don't think this guy his dad died in the war, right? So that affected him bad. His mom was alive as a single mom. And then the people back at home had so much pressure to make them proud. Not his family, them. Like the whole village and his clan looks at him as part of them. It's very narcissistic, a form of collective narcissism. And he always had this mindset, which I never shared with him. I have to be the man of the house. I have to be the man of the house. Knowing that I grew up with my parents, bro, both of them being together, I never developed this mindset. Many people looked at it as something positive. I always looked at it as something scary. Like, bro, you have to be the man of the house. Like, you want to be man of the house. He had no choice, though. So he had to develop this mindset. I have to be the man of the house. I have to be the man of the house. So much it let him down a path where he was just making mistakes after mistakes after mistakes. But it was the pressure of him becoming somebody. And all this come from what I said from the beginning. A lot of immigrants travel here. They come here, right? And our parents don't even know how to navigate this new country, this new world. The culture and the values of that culture, like let's say Australia, are different to the values of people in Africa, of their own cultures. Some people I know, some of my uncles were villagers, bro, not even 30 years ago. Less than that, maybe 40 years ago, maybe less than that, cuz maybe 20. There's people still living in villages right now. It's like you go grab somebody from the Amazon that lives in a village and chuck them in the city and say, "Oh, I figured it out." Some of these white Anglo kids and some like Asian kids, some of the Asians have been in Australia for a long time, bro. So I give them a pass, bro. They know what's up. They already like assimilated. But bro, some of these Anglo kids we went to school with, some of them, their grandparents or whatever, their generation goes back 200 years. They've been here for like 200 years. So they had like a 200 years head start, and we just came like yesterday. And I have to compete with that somebody who had 200 years head start in a country where that some of the laws here, they're basically like water, like a fish swimming in water. Man, they don't even know what water is. You tell them they're swimming. That's the best thing the best way, and I'm gonna end it here, bro. Is what's his name? What's his name? The guy that wrote Infinite Jest. Fuck, I'm forgetting his name. But the point is, When you're not an immigrant, bro, you're like a fish in water, young fish in water. When the old fish says, "How's water? How's the water?" You don't know what the water is, bro. You've been used to this all your life. Only old people, older generation, people that are wise enough, have lived long enough, and the immigrants know what water is, knows that we're actually swimming in water. The people that have been here and assimilated and practically created some of the cultural um, rules and limits and all of these sort of the whole culture has been set by your past ancestors, and we're just learning about it. We're trying to catch up. And in trying to catch up, there's so much confusion. People are dealing with the mental health. Not that like angle white people don't deal with mental health. They do too, bro. That's not, I'm not invalidating anybody level of mental health here, bro. But bro, across the board, everybody's dealing with something. But we're like competing, bro, at a different level. And on top of that, our parents don't even know what the fuck is going on. And when you understand the rules of the culture of the current country they live in before them, they still want to maintain the power over you that they know better. It's a vicious game, bro, when you think about it. Going overseas to a different country, I don't care if you're a kid of an immigrant in Europe, somewhere in the United Kingdom or Canada or somewhere in America, somewhere in France. It doesn't matter, bro. The struggle is all the same. Struggle is all the same. Some of our parents push us hard simply because they just never had shit and they want to have shit. That's it. And they want us to have a good life, apparently. And so they're not doing anything evil. And I want you to understand that. If somebody doesn't make it to the end of the video, please put this in the comment section. Nothing I have said here is to blame anybody or call anybody evil. That's just the way things are. I speak about the way things are. I'm not blaming anybody, not the parents, not the country, not nobody. No, just the way they are. Goodbye. Toodaloo. Take care. And I'm hungry now. You'll go eat something. I don't know.